Hey guys, what's up? We're back with another installment of the Hey guys, we're back with another installment of the StyleBeasting podcast with me, Delton Wall. So I'm gonna get right to it. Today is gonna be a mainly off the dome because it's really gonna be since this week is Golden Week. Well, last week technically was Golden Week, and no chapters of manga came out. There was really except like mainly shonen and shoujo mangas didn't come out, but other mangas did. But majority of my favorite mangas are, I think, shonen. So I really haven't. So there nothing came out, but today we're gonna go over a good list of my theories that ended up being correct that came to fruition, because I made a lot of theories a couple years ago that came to fruition in 2020 and 2021, and a lot of ones that I made last year that are definitely making their appearance in this year, which I'm happy for. And today also I am going to, I guess, give my theories of the future of certain mangas and where I guess, technically will be added to my repertoire of reading and or watching, or what I won't be added to my repertoire of reading and watching. But let's get started.
And now, our feature presentation.
So, first, I'm going to start off with the theories that prove right in spite of my homeboy Bryant, because me and Bryant, anybody who reads manga or anime comes up with theories about the future or what could happen. But I've been right a good number of times when we were like making theories on the future of like said anime or manga. And this one in particular was one that he owed me money for. He still hasn't paid me for, but I didn't bring it up because we're friends. But me and Bryant, this is Naruto Shippuden. Naruto Shippuden, Obito. That was one of the biggest things me and Bryant had beats with when me and him roomed together. I think it was, I want to say during the Kakashi flashback, when everybody was like, hey, this is kind of weird that Kakashi got this Sharingan from this dude on his one side of his face. Stupid. What's that nigga name? I forgot Obito's Akatsuki alias. What was that motherfucking name? Oh god, this is really pissing me off because I really don't know that motherfucker's name, and that's really pissing me off. Obito. What the? Like, bro, what is this nigga name? I'm looking it up right now. I'm really pissed off. Stupid. Because I'm like, who the fuck? How can I forget that name? But I guess because it really wasn't that important that I forgot that nigga name. But yeah, that was one thing, because it was weird that when Akatsuki Obito was going through the mentions, swapping it out, because I forgot. I think the Kakashi flashback was before the Great Kage Summit. No, it was. I think it was after. So we saw all that teleportation shit that he was doing, and his fucking voice changed too, because we saw Kakashi do Toby. Yeah, that nigga name was Toby. Oh my god, that's why I don't know how I forget that name. Let's take the fucking O out. Man, it was no. Yeah, it was just no. It's not Toby. It's not Obito backwards. I'm an idiot. But
move this man.
Yeah. Obito, when he became Toby, that nigga was doing all sorts of fucking Sharingan moves, and I forgot that Obito. It's been so long, I forgot niggas' name. Niggas' move names. What is that nigga name? What is that nigga name? Move. Kamui. Damn stupid. I cannot believe I forgot that name. Yes, Kamui. When Obito was doing Kamui in front of Naruto, Kakashi, and the gang when they were going to find Sasuke during the whole Itachi and him beef, this before he killed Itachi, he did Kamui in and out, and it was kind of weird when we all thought it was like, huh, he's able to move through dimensions the same way Kakashi did it, but in reverse. Instead of sucking things in, pause, he was sucking himself in, pause. And for the longest time, we were like, there's no fucking way that this nigga is Obito, because he got rocks literally landing on half his body. And not even counting half his body, there was more rocks that fell on top of this nigga. So Brian was like, man, freaking Kishimoto would never do that. How the hell could he survive a whole bunch of rocks falling on this nigga? And you find out that fucking Madara has saved this nigga from well, no, Obito inherently used his Sharingan Kamui to go through the ground and fall in the earth and landed right in front of Madara. Now, coincidence? Hell fucking yes, because that was super random. Because how the hell do you literally fall in the laps of like Naruto's and Sasuke's greatest villain as kids? Well, how do you fall into the lap of the greatest Leaf villain ever? The one of the greatest shinobis ever. Fuck it, bar none. And me and Brian were like, this is like hella hard beef. Because Brian got me into reading manga. So, because beforehand, I was just watching it. And I couldn't find all the websites to read manga. So when I started reading and started catching up, now mind you, this is around the chapter where Biju Kate-Mo first showed his appearance. And they started like Kakashi ended up finding out that him and Madara, I'm using rabbit ears because that's what Obito was going by before he showed his face. That his and Obito Madara's eye powers were connected. But it was weird. He didn't know how, because only one Sharingan can have one particular set skill. As in, Sasuke's Sharingan is Inferno style. That's his eye special technique before Rinnegan. So that means he himself is the only person who can do that. Kakashi can't do it. Neither can Itachi. Fuck, I'm getting a lot of these names wrong. Damn, I'm forgetting a lot of these names. I haven't watched Naruto forever, and I'm not watching Boruto, so fuck that shit. And when they were doing all these techniques, him, Guy, Naruto, and I think Eight Tails, when they were all 4-on-1, and yeah, they were 4-on-1 in this nigga, they ended up breaking the mask and finding out, hey, this is fucking Obito, the fucking friend of Kakashi. Half his face is fucking look like old man. The other half is look brand new. Half his body is first Hokage cells. The other half is regular. This nigga is half a tree. Now, when I woke up, because I remember I don't think I had class that day. I woke up. I woke this nigga up. And I told Brian, where my money? I said the exact same way Stewie said to Brian when he borrowed money for some dumb shit.
Where's my money? You gonna give me my money? Where's my money, man? Where's the money?
Like, I was so adamant because I was like, Brian, I told your ass I was right. Because it made no fucking sense. That it couldn't make any more sense than it already did in totality. Now, everybody hated Obito because he started a war over a 14-year-old girl that he had a crush on that didn't have a crush on him and didn't kind of like him at all. She just friend zoned this nigga. And everybody's like makes fun of Obito. And you have a right to make fun of Obito because you started a war, killed a whole bunch of people. And like, just like, there's a lot of people who lost family members because of you. Like, niggas like Shikamaru and Ino lost both their fathers. And even in Baruto, fucking, they both still had that PTSD of losing their fathers. Because I think on fucking Parents' Day, I forgot what happened. I think it was Shika with Shikamaru, and Shikamaru was thinking about his dad. And I'm like, bro, you would still have your dad if it wasn't for Obito doing this shit over a fucking 14-year-old girl. And that's what was like, bro, man, like, Obito got redemption. Like, he had straight up redemption. But fucking niggas lost their parents. So, Naruto did talk no jutsu and still niggas died. And you could say, like, oh man, like, they died fighting for, like, a greater good. But nigga, they didn't have to die at all for over a fucking 14-year-old girl. Like, come on, man. Like, oh man, that shit pissed me off when I first, like, later on, I didn't think nothing of it because it was like, I was like, oh shit, Naruto. I was more thinking about the fight and the war and like, oh shit, this shit like it's getting good because Kakashi got double Sharingan Kamui. He got off and he became like top 10, top 15 when he got that. Lost it when he lost the Sharingan, but he was still top 15 with double Sharingan and Susanoo. And I think out of all my theories being right, that was probably one of my favorite. Well, not one of my favorite ones. It's one of my top ones because that was the one where I was super, super adamant because it like all the logic made the most sense. And at that moment, I claimed myself as the anime Nergodamus. Now, I'm not going to claim 100% of my theories are correct because a lot of them are just, some of them are out my ass, some of them are logic, but a good 65 of what I predicted in anime came fucking into fruition. Like, if I still had my hair before I dreaded it up, I would wear fucking that damn that French England outfit where niggas used to go outside and read the fucking news as in, hear Sir Dalton has said Toby is Obito. So it has written, so it has been done. Like shit like that. But I don't have neither one of those, so I'm not gonna do that. But the next one was definitely, what was the next one? It was, no, because I'm saving the One Piece one for last because since One Piece is Brian's fucking favorite manga, I was right about a lot of things in One Piece. Me and him had beef over. What was the second one that fucking pissed at? I was right about fucking Eren and Attack on Titan, of him being a martyr. I was half right. I wasn't gonna say I was 100% right. I was half right. Because I think this is before he became Skeletor Titan form. When I want to say when Eren and Zeke turned the city into Titans, that's when I predicted that. That's when I knew that Eren was trying to be the martyr of the story because it made the most sense. Why would Eren like have a whole entire character like swap, like character morality swap like that. Now you could say that's all it became that way because of all the memories and the shit he saw throughout the years from his father, the other Attack Titans, and the other shit from his memories.
Yeah, boy.
But it could also become, it also made, it was, since Attack on Titan is over and we got the full story, it became prevalent that he wanted to do this till, I guess he can bring everything to, like, I want to say even playing field in the world, because not having any Titans in the world is a good thing, but he still didn't think of the ladder of what happens next 10 years later. He just thought of, now the biggest problem was the Titans and the reincarnation of the 100 of the Titans getting reincarnated every couple of years and shit like that. So just stopping the lineage of Titans, that was the main focal point in the whole story. Like, let's be honest, the whole story is Attack on Titan. It's not attack on humans. It's not save the humans and bring peace. It's get rid of the motherfucking Titans. Now, you could say that's bad writing because you want to end the entire, you want to get rid of, you want not necessarily have a good, happy ending, but tighten up all the loose ends, and not all the loose ends, but tighten up. But I still guessed right. Now, I did not guess that Aaron was going to become a bird at all. I thought he was going to end up getting killed. He did still up getting killed, which I was correct on, but I didn't see him getting reincarnated. That's one thing I was like, what? And a bird at that. Now, I understand that whole being reincarnated as a bird because he says he's not a slave to fate or anything. He wants to be free. And in that fucking show, the freest thing in the world is a fucking bird because you can fly anywhere. So makes sense. I understand it. It's debatable, but I understand it. And that was something I predicted. No, it was right around that time. Yeah, I didn't predict it. Excuse me. I ain't predict anything sooner than that. But I say, if you would have told me at season 2 when Aaron fought Reiner and Bertolf that he was gonna make himself a martyr to save the world and reincarnate as a bird, I probably would have said you would have been big capping, because there's no way in hell that this nigga was going to be reincarnated as a bird. I don't even think they even like brought up reincarnation at all. I might be tripping, but I swear I didn't even remember any chapter of them saying reincarnation was like a thing at all. But I can't be wrong. It's been a while since I read through a lot of the chapter. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But off the top of my head, I don't remember anything of reincarnation. But yes, the last and the most important of the fucking theories I had, well, not theories, one of the last and the more important claims I had that came true was, and this is One Piece, so this is about, and this was a lot of them, so this might be here and there. So one, I was right about Zoro having Conqueror's Haki.
Yes.
Now, I know people are gonna be like, "Hey, you're just saying this in hindsight," but I've been fucking saying this. It made the most sense out of all of it. Now, Sanji having Conqueror's Haki is a no. I could definitely say Sanji doesn't have Conqueror's Haki. Now, will he have observation Haki so he can see into the future? I bet that I actually put my good penny on him having future sight observation Haki. Now, I forgot when. Now I want to remember what made me. Okay, it was Wano. Now, Toei Animation has been doing these little little energy auras around certain attacks in Wano Curry that wasn't prevalent in the other arcs, but they showed to be prevalent in here. Now, it's been more than 3 to 4 times, maybe twice. I want to say two times, where Zoro did a red or S move. And I want to say the reason why I want to bring up that red or move is because it went in conjunction to the move that he was doing. Now, this is another point that I've proven that Conqueror's Haki can be used on as a move set. Well, as the enhanced move set. Now, I'll get to that in a second. Now, Zoro having Conqueror's Haki was proven in, well, I say it was proven in that episode when it was like a little add-on scene where Zoro's in the gambling hut and he's gambling with Yasue, and he does that no sword dragon twister with his fist, and it's like red energy around it. And if I'm not mistaken, it was chapter 1010 or 9 where Zoro did Ashura and cut Kaido, and Kaido said to himself, "You have Conqueror's Haki too." Now, when Zoro did Ashura, he didn't do like a Conqueror's Haki stare down and make like a Conqueror's Haki S bubble. He just did the move. Now, for what Kaido said we could take within that context, the move that Zoro did had traces of Conqueror's Haki in it. And if we're going by that, there's 2 reasons why that could be. One, there could be pseudo traces of Conqueror's Haki in Emma, because before he did the move, Emma surged with some weird energy. Now, that could be a thing. Or on the latter, Zoro has Conqueror's Haki, and the move Ashura that he did was only reason it came out was because he used Conqueror's Haki to manifest the 3 other heads and the other parts of Ashura. Now, if this is right, this coalesces into me being right about Odin and Shanks being able to use Conqueror's Haki on the weapons, because in Pirate Warriors 3 and 4, well, for Shanks in Pirate Warriors 3, Shanks' moveset was him doing a red lightning move and him being able to stop time for like 3 seconds. Now, this was years ago. This was probably before Wano. This is way before Wano. And when I saw this, I was like, Brian, why the fuck are they giving Shanks these moves? Now, I thought initially, because we don't see Shanks fight, they just gave him these moves as filler moves. But it started to be, but it made me think, like, couldn't they just be like telling the future, like, hey, maybe Shanks can summon a red lightning blade and stop time? And Brian, with his One Piece 1 million IQ, as he's like to say, he thought, nah, man, why would Shanks have a red lightning sword? And I was like, maybe it's Conqueror's Haki. And as Brian liked to hate on my theories, he was like, nah, man, that's stupid. Why the hell would Conqueror's Haki be a red lightning blade? Now, fast pace this to Pirate Warriors 4. Now, in this game, we have Kaido and Odin. Before even these two were in the the anime, we saw Kaido dragon form. Now, I want to make sure I'm right. I think we saw dragon form Kaido game wise before the anime. I want to make that sure. I think so. Now, if that's true, that means, well, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Did we see? I want to say yes, we did. I want to say it wasn't that like flagrant, but I want to say either it was in that same week or it happened after we saw Kaido. Actually, no, I think we did see Kaido dragon form before we in the game before the anime. Now, in that game, we saw him do a array of moves like him doing an ice storm, lightning storm, wind, and fire. And this before Onigashima too. Cause on top of Onigashima, he started doing lightning moves. He did a wind scar attack. He did he did an ice. I think he did an ice move. I don't think, no, he didn't do an ice move. No, he did. I think he did. And like all these moves he did came to fruition later from the game that we played. And on that same note, when Odin was announced in Pirate Warriors 4, he had the same thing Shanks had. Red lightning on his swords. Now, there's no way in hell Toei and the company who made Pirate Warriors 4 was like, let's give Shanks and Odin the exact same fighting gameplay. There's no way we're gonna give them red lightning on their swords. There's no way. So in my mind, that had to be Kankurosaki, because the level of hype they showed Odin on, which is all deserved, he had to be a master of, well, also being from the Wano, he was also probably a master of ornament hockey and Kankurosaki. Because in Wano, you had to use Ryok for your swordplay. Now, being able to use ornament hockey and Kankurosaki, and I don't know about his observation, but him having the Ryok hockey and the Kankurosaki, and learning how to imbue your weapon with the Ryo, he probably, while even thinking about it, innately used Kankurosaki in his swords, and didn't even like pay it no mind. But Shanks, being the smart man he is and being on a ship with him, probably took that as in his hockey, or whatever they say in the Japanese name. I can do it too. Maybe I could do the same thing Shanks did, and imbued it with his weapon. Now, from what Kaido said, there's only a select few of high class pirates that can do this. Him, Whitebeard, Rogers, Big Mom, and now Luffy. I don't know about Blackbeard. I don't think Kid can do it, and I don't think. Well, I don't know who else had, and I don't think any of the other people who have Kankurosaki can do this. Now, with this being said, if what Zoro did, well, no. Zoro, now I'm not putting Zoro in this. I gotta take Zoro out. Now, Luffy being able to imbue his Kankurosaki into his moves now puts him in a different kind of class. It puts him in top 10 category, like top 10 verse, like all time top 10, because he's doing shit that Whitebeard and Rogers did on innately. Like he just, I'm about to beat the dog shit up, and he's going one-on-one on Kaido on Onigashima using Kankurosaki on his army, which I want to say I was right again on Bryant, because I told him that Luffy's going to fight Kaido one-on-one. Now, we didn't think Luffy could fight Kaido one-on-one because we were like, how the fuck is he going to fight him and he's not really doing damage? Kankurosaki. Now, even before fucking Kankurosaki was talked about as being a pseudo buff on weapons and on you yourself, I was right about the Onigashima top fight. I said it was going to be Luffy, Zoro, Law, Kid, and Killer. It made the most sense. All those 5 men had the most beef with Kaido and Big Mom out of anybody, I want to say. Yes. I really want to say, everybody in the war, besides the 9 Red Scabbards, have the most beef with Big Mom and fucking Kaido. It makes no fucking sense. Like, Luffy has beef with Big Mom because what she did to Fishman Island and the plan that him and Law came up with to take down the Yonko. To be Pirate King, you have to take down the Yonko. So all that happened. That was Law's plan for fucking 300 chapters ago. Kid's beef is with, well, Kid has beef with Big Mom because he got into a scuffle with Big Mom's commanders and lost. He has a beef with Kaido because of fucking what he did to his crew, having Apu betray him and setting his ass up, taking his homeboy killer and turn him to like Joker. Like he hit Joker, he hit him with the Joker laughing gas. Like it's like Killer's fucked up. Killer's still a cool character because I like what he's been doing ever since the top of Onigashima and shit. Prior to that, I like what he was doing as Kamazo. But like Killer got a buff in this whole top war fight, and he's about to fight Hawkins, which I expect, which is probably going to be fire. But Law and Luffy's up there because of their plan. Zoro's up there because his captain's up there, and he has the sword of Odin, the sword that cut one of the swords that cut Kaido, and and as his captain, he has to be up there. And I feel like him having Emma, it's like, I don't want to say mandatory, but it's almost like a calling card. Like I have to kill Kaido. I have to like be up there and fight Kaido. And he saw Kiku's arm get fucking cut off. That also didn't help neither. But him having Emma was a big thing too, because that's the sword. That's one of the swords that cut Kaido. And why wouldn't I be on top of the roof fighting Kaido with the sword that cut Kaido? I think that sword would be prevalent and useful in the war to beating Kaido and set my captain up to be the Pirate King. And now, since I'm off my Nergodamus spiel, I think now is a good time to get to my theories. And since I'm already talking about One Piece, I guess I'll start with One Piece. I don't know what the fuck Conqueror's Haki is anymore. I don't know. Because with all this that happened with Kaido and Luffy, it had me thinking like, so if it had me rethink on how I view moves in One Piece now. Because now if I see a guy with Black Lightning on his move, because I'll inherently think it's, unless he has a double fruit of Black Lightning, that he has Conqueror's Haki. And now this is a big thing too. Does Alti have Conqueror's Haki? Because if we go back to the chapter where Luffy got headbutted by Alti, we see Black Lightning on it. Now, anytime two Conqueror Haki users clash, there's Black Lightning coming from it. We saw it from Whitebeard. We saw it from Whitebeard and Roger. Saw it from Kaido and Big Mom. We saw it from Luffy and Doffy, and we saw it with Alti, and we saw it with Luffy and Kaido and Alti and Luffy. And I had me thinking what Kaido said when he beat up Luffy. He said when he saw him use Conqueror's Haki, he was like, we have too many kings walking around here. Now he can inherently be talking as in there's too many Conqueror's Haki users, and as in like, bro, why the fuck is there so many Conqueror's Haki users out in this time when in my time it was like super rare? Now you could say it's rare still, but you got to think of it as in Kaido's point of view. If Alti has Conqueror's Haki, he has Conqueror's Haki. Let's say King has Conqueror's Haki. Let's say King has it. What? Luffy, Whitebeard, Rogers, Kid, Shanks, Big Mom, let's say, what would the Marines might have? I'll say Garp and maybe Sengoku has Conqueror's Haki. I'll let that go. That's another theory too. I think Sengoku and Garp have Conquerors. If not Sengoku, Garp, because Garp being, I know being having a D in the middle of your name ain't shit, but Garp being who he is, I feel like he has Conqueror's Haki. Like it's something about him that it's like he carries himself as a man that has Conqueror's Haki, even though he doesn't use it. I feel like he has it. I don't know what Conqueror's Haki is going to be like in an up and coming chapters, because this chapter coming up, I don't know if Alti is going to use her Conqueror's Haki move on Big Mom like she did on page 1, which is going to be really crazy because if Alti is the only person on the Beast Pirates that have Conqueror's Haki, that's crazy. I don't even know how that even makes sense. Like I honestly don't even know how she has Conqueror's Haki, and if King doesn't have Conqueror's Haki, that's confusing to me. And I want to know what the hell's up with Ulti too, and what's her backstory. And that's another thing too. There's a lot of fucking people that we have to have backstories for, but I really want to know Ulti's if she's a Conqueror Haki user. Another One Piece theory of mine: Kid's Conqueror's Haki is level 1, and by level 1, I think he could just do the knock people out Conqueror's Haki, like as in like he could like he can make people pass out. He doesn't have like I don't think he has the level of Luffy Conqueror's Haki, because if he has the level of Luffy Conqueror's Haki, that's gonna be weird, because I didn't see that shit coming at all. Now, not saying that he doesn't, but I do need to see him use his Conqueror's Haki in this war. Now, off One Piece theories, here's my Jujutsu Kaisen theories. So, in Jujutsu Kaisen, they're at a point where the culling games are about to start. Now, I've been seeing a lot of these theories everywhere. I've been seeing that Megumi's sister might kill Yuji's best friend. Well, not Yuji's sister. Megumi's sister might kill all of Yuji's best friends, and that might push him to the brink of going crazy. Now, is there any proof on this? No, but and conspiracy theories, many of them don't have proof. But with this one, I don't believe this is going to happen. This is just a theory I saw floating around, but I can understand why, because of Megumi joined Jujutsu Kaisen school to save his sister and to get uncursed from that whole bungee bridge bullshit. This is what he has been shooting for, and now she's awake. She's now, not being manipulated, but I guess because of what Geto did and reviving and awakening people's powers, I guess she's going to be fighting, and she might not be in the nicest of moods. So I don't know if Nobunara's dead, but I definitely know if she gets back, and since Megumi runs the Zenin Clan, I already know that mine might not die, hopefully. But if his sister kills all Yuji's best friends and leaves Megumi, which again, I don't think that's going to happen, because Sukuna has plans for Fukushira Megumi. So I don't think that will happen. I think Sukuna will kill Megumi's sister before he'll let that happen. And then that's Megumi versus, I didn't even think about that. Megumi versus Yuji. Oh shit, that would be crazy. But another idea I had was Tenon, the guy the master of Jujutsu High. he's been rumored that he might get absorbed, and I'm thinking that Yuji and Sukuna end up becoming one, and Yuji becomes the new Tengen of the school and watches over the whole entire place and becomes a savior like his grandpa wanted.
What the fuck?
Which wouldn't be bad. That would be a great thing especially for him, since he's always trying to save people. But I don't know how that's gonna go, or how he would go about that. Well, no. I think I know. Yeah, he will go about that. He'll end up him, Gojo, Megumi, Nobunara might end up will beat Geto Kamazo brain thing, and Tenon will probably end up getting absorbed like he feared, because he's a cursed spirit now and not like in between whatever. And Yuji being still having Sukuna in them, being the only real powerhouse left, and the only one with that much cursed energy left, probably because since Gojo said that he would have a lot more cursed energy later on down the line, but not right now. That statement that he made prior to him doing domain expansion against the volcano guy might prove prevalent up in game Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if Gojo is not dying. I don't see that happening. Maybe he might be the new tenant. I don't know. It's weird because the principal died, which I need to understand how the principal died, because that shit makes no fucking sense. I thought this nigga was supposed to be like second coming of Jesus. This nigga got clapped by the old ass man that's supposed to be a guitar amp, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? How the hell you get your ass whooped by an old ass man like that? And like, nigga, I was rooting for you. I was rooting for the principal to beat that old ass man and to win, because when I found out that Jujutsu Kaisen is trying to make fucking cursed tool fucking like cursed tool fucking like armies, I'm like, and that's another thing too that I gotta bring up. Jujutsu Kaisen, when Gojo left, obviously because Gojo's the strongest person there, went to shit, bro. Like, these niggas is animals. Like, bro, they're like killing their own just to like win a war. And this is like, bro, y'all niggas are sick. And I still hate that. I can't wait till they kill that old ass man. And the old ass man I'm talking about is the guitar amp ass nigga. And I really hate that nigga, because that nigga, I thought he learned his lesson after Gojo and Yuji saved his school, but shit didn't go right at all. Shit is with super left. But I digress. Now, another freaking Jujutsu Kaisen theory I have is Gojo might end up being Tenzin at the end of it, because I feel like Tenzin is going to get absorbed, and since Jujutsu High School needs a Tenzin to protect the barrier, it might be Gojo, since Gojo's probably going to be the strongest, well, is the strongest Jujutsu Kaisen sorcerer. And since a lot of the older class of Jujutsu Kaisen sorcerers are dying or are going to die, I probably figured that, because they're not doing so hot right now. There's a lot of them that's fucked up, not there, or we can't find them because Rice Ball Kid is nowhere to be found. Freaking Maki is almost burned to crisp. Panda's is going through some shit because his dad died. Bitch ass samurai dude is still bitch ass samurai dude. Megumi is running around, but I think he's gotten a little darker now, like thought process wise, because now he has to save his sister and do this fucking stupid calling game. Yuji definitely got darker since Shibuya is a big ass blackout zone. Chozo and Toto's master I don't even know if they're probably going to die. Their chances are they're going to die because I don't think they're going to be Geto at all. Hopefully Toto comes back with a metal hand or something because his hand got chopped off. Well, I think he chopped his hand. Yeah, I think he chopped his hand off. No, Mahito chopped his hand off. So he won't clap on niggas. Nubunara is MIA for right now. I don't know if she's dead. I don't know. And I think Mai's team, like the blood dude, Mekamaru's dead, the sword chick, and the witch girl. And I think there's another one. I don't know where they are, but they're probably on Jujutsu Kaisen's like hitman list now, since they're the only ones left, and they're probably going to go out and kill Mai. And that's when we'll probably figure out who's my secret love, which I don't know who the hell it could be. And we still have to figure out who is this mystery sorcerer that they bring up, because I think he was a black guy with black hair, but now he's a black guy with white hair, and it's kind of weird. I don't know what color race he is now, but they're looking for him now, and they need more people because I think it's just Yuji, Mugami, and Otaksu. Those are the only three, and I think Maki, and they have to go fight or do this culling game shit. And now I don't even know how long this culling game is going to be, because Jujutsu Kaisen is going to end in 2 years or a year, maybe 2 years. Not because I feel like he's not going to do it within a year. But I pray to God, I so pray to God that the ending is good, which it probably will be, because Jujutsu Kaisen been nothing but gas so far. But I think that's all of my JJK theories. Now, Fire Force. This is probably my last theory, because Fire Force went super left and I don't even know what the fuck's going on. So if you're reading Fire Force, though not the newest chapters ago, I'm talking like 3 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, there was a chapter that came out where it went from talking about one of the 8 pillars, the nun, not the girl, not the blonde haired nun, the old nun that could make earthquakes. You find now that she was a Japanese lady 200 years ago. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dylan, aren't they already Japanese? And you will be right. But you find out that Fire Force used to be the real Earth, like actual human people. Like, there's not anime people, there's like literally, when you go outside and look at real people, that's what Fire Force was 200 years ago, before the Great Cataclysm. I'm not bullshitting. And it's another fucking point that I've proven that Bryant was wrong. When I told this nigga Shinra went to the past and saw real Asian people, he threw up because he didn't know what the fuck he was looking at. And now the same man or woman that wrote Soul Eater is now telling me that Fire Force used to be a real place. Now, the white class have said that the sun, before it became the sun, was an Earth, and they went and they did the same thing they're going to do to the Earth that we know now to the sun. What they did to the sun is going to do what they're going to do to the Earth, and that blew my fucking mind. So you're telling me the sun originally was a planet that was inhabitable until you guys fucked it up and turned it to a sun? Ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But back to the whole Fire Force had real humans 200 years ago, before this Great Cataclysm, and turned everybody into anime characters. Because I read that manga panel, and it went from Asian nun lady to a Japanese lady doing JoJo poses in the chapter. Bro, I thought I was bugging. I thought the scans I was reading was trash as fuck. Turns out that's literally verbatim what's in the book. I swear to God, if you look at that chapter, it looked like somebody bullshit photoshopped an Asian woman in that fucking panel. And I'm not saying they bullshit their art. I'm just saying, if you read that chapter just flat out, you would thought like somebody fucked up. Like, that's how crazy it is. And I haven't read it in a couple months because when I first read it, I was super high. And when I read it, I was like, bro, you're not telling me Fire Force was human based before it became anime. I'm done. That has to be peak fiction. You're telling me that real humans were real humans until this cataclysm happened and niggas became anime characters. Fucking ridiculous. That is an amazing story. And I have to finish it because I saw that Wreck is alive and I don't know why. And I had to figure out because I'm so confused. Like, I haven't read Fire Force in a while because that whole page, I even finished a chapter. That's how fucking crazy that page was. I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. And because of that, I'm about to binge read that also with Record of Ragnarok and a couple others. But that's going to be all for today. Thank you guys for listening to my wacky theories. And like I said, I am anime Nergodamus 50% of the time. Not all the time. I'm wrong about a lot of anime hot takes I have. And who knows, a lot of this, what I say in this podcast audio might be super wrong. Might be, but who knows. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it. And have a great day. And I'll be back next time with some more content.
Chasing these bags, I need bad rest. Can't go to sleep, get the head first. Got my first kiss, break a head start. Tricks chasing me, I'm a kisser. Tryna play me, I got cheat codes. Must be the future, I go beast mode. Baby, I'm a nerve, I can free throw. Baby, I'm a nerve, I can free throw. Too cool. Call that Nuna. Yeah, it's the 2C. I got a new beat, chillin', yeah. This is the real me.